we're gonna go over some exercises to work our shoulders. Okay, so if you're having a shoulder that's giving you issues, typically issues that are difficult for you to raise your arms up over your shoulder joint, then these are for you. If any of them cause problems or your doctor tells you not to do any of them, please don't, okay? Because I don't want to be in that situation where, you know, you're end up dislocating your shoulder for whatever reason. So be careful, use the exercises that you think will be best for your muscles, and we're going to take it from front to back to even internal type of movement right now, because we want to secure that joint, and that's the whole point of all these exercises right now. So like always, before you start working out, just floss a little bit, loosen up those muscles, start with one hand, go with both, whichever way works for you. Try to go as high as you can, then loosen up on the way down, okay? Same with the other side, go as high as you can and come back down, okay? Open up the palms out to the side, open your chest and close forward. Open up and close, and feel free to follow along with this. If you need to pause the video, just take your time to loosen here. That's important. I'm also going to take you through just a couple warm-ups that I like to do before I even get to my arms, because if your blood's not pumping, then there's not blood going into those joints. And if there's no blood in the joints, then you're not going to get the range of motion that you want in that joint. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to bump up the heart rate of ours first by getting our feet activated. So I love to start with calf raises for people who are just kind of doing a mini spurt workout. So I call these, oh shoot, no, I'm forgetting. I think they're just called, I call them mini spurts, but I'll come up with the name later. But anyways, these are like one of the best things you can do is these very hardcore exercises that'll get your blood pumping, but in a short period of time. Okay, so they're awesome to do just throughout the day and strengthen those muscles the right way. Okay, now from here, shake it out a little bit. Those calves are burning. We're going to go into sit-to-stands, just 10 of them, okay? So you're just going to go down, bring your butt all the way down the chair. Make sure you're in good form. So the first one is always nice warm-up. Come back up. Make sure you're keeping that chest up. And then now here we go. Down and up. Down and up. And feel free to progress from here. If you don't want to sit all the way, just tap your butt onto the chair. And then the last thing that you can do is get up on those toes again at the end. Work on your balance, work on full body. Swing those arms up and back for a little bit of momentum. Let's get 2 more in. Exhale, inhale down, exhale up. Woo, shake those out. Okay, now I think we're ready for some kind of resistance now. So what I'm going to have you do is grab a band, okay? And what I do with this band is I tie a little circle at the end. So this is just a little square knot, okay? Then from here, I have a bar in my closet that I like to attach this to. So what I'll do is I'll loop this around the bar and then pull this through so that this hole is around it. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea, I'm going to put it around the pole, pull it through, so then I have the other end here, okay? When you set it up, my pole is a little higher than what I prefer. Soon I'm going to have anchors in my walls so I can show you better. But for now, this is where we'll start. The first exercise is simple. It's going to be an internal rotation. So the resistance band is going to want to pull you out here. You, with your shoulder, want to stay even and square across your chest. Bring that elbow in so you have security here, okay? And if you feel like you're not able to keep that security, then grab a towel or a pillow or something, put it right in between. Don't squeeze it, okay, because you're not trying to bring that shoulder in. Now it's a little cockeyed, right? So just a light little pressure against the towel so that you're staying 90 degree here, nice and even. Then from here, we're internally rotating back in and out, okay? You're not letting the band go outside of that joint, okay? Stay within 90 degrees, pull it in, get back to that starting position. In and out, okay? So, like I said before, you want this band to be about the same level as this, okay? So obviously you can see that mine's at an incline. It would be better if it was coming from this level, all right? So if you have a pole, just keep it at that range. All right, so that's the internal rotation. You can do it on both arms, right? So then you're gonna turn around, put the keep your posture square, nice and tall front and back. Your shoulders are square. That does make a difference in your movement. So do it, do it, do it, okay? Now, from here, we're gonna go into another transition. So typically I like to combine these two together, so I'm gonna just separate the two of them. The first one, internal, okay? Second one is a chest press with just the resistance band. My two toes are pointing away from the band. I'm gonna hold the band about at shoulder height here, okay? Again, you want it to be at this level, pressing it out and in again. And again, you can put a little circle at the bottom here to hold it better, but the idea is to work the chest, but also work your trunk. See how I'm kind of twisting my upper body to press it forward. And of course, if this bothers the shoulders, skip it. Don't worry about it. Play with the angle a little bit if you want to, but obviously we don't want to cause more harm than good. The other thing is, don't move your body back and forth. Just keep your body here square and just use the arm. A lot of people, what I'll see is they'll go push forward where the whole body will go forward with it. That's not what we want here. We want to keep our body still and just focus on that shoulder, okay? So the same thing with the other side. We're going to hold that, okay? Bring it up to the shoulder. Toes are pointing forward. Press in and out, okay? Exhale. Whenever you're exerting. Same with the internal rotation. Keeps you focused when you practice the breath. All right, now we're going to combine the two if you're ready for it. So this means you're having your feet square, then you're going to point out that front toe. I'm going to pull this in, and my back foot is going to pivot with me as I turn into the press, okay? So out, internally rotate, press. And it stays pretty high. So internal rotation and press. As you get going, you can bring that offset arm, bringing it across the body. And you'll see, I keep my elbow bent here. So I'm not trying to bring it across like straight. I'm bending in, pulling across with my trunk, then pressing, okay? It's not totally just your arm here. It's your core that is guiding you through that exercise. All right, and then the last one that I want you to practice has 2 rows. Okay, so you can have 2 strands here. Use a heavier resistance band if you have one. And you're just gonna kind of get into an athletic stance. You can also sit while doing this. All right, I recommend sitting if you're not quite strong enough in your core. And if you're compensating, then you want to sit down. Now, if you want to work the core more, then you stand. And we're going to practice our rows. Exhaling. See how I'm not moving my center body. My body's staying still. My arms are doing the work. The other thing is I'm not letting my neck or my upper traps engage. I'm pulling down, feeling my scapula, which is right here, move against the rib cage. And that's what we want, because we tend to lose this function in our shoulder blade as we age, as we exercise more, because we're just not getting the movement and the flexibility in that joint. And if you're still having a hard time, grab onto that lacrosse ball, wherever mine went, and get right into those muscles to relieve it. Okay, if you have someone who can get a little bit deeper in the shoulder blade, that's ideal. The other way to do it is push it against the wall here and find the spots by just leaning against it and moving your body around. Oh yeah, that hurt. Okay, so finding those tight spots, holding it there, just gently at first, and then as you get better at it, you'll feel the release if you are patient enough to feel it. It does take time. All right, so those are the 3, 4, whatever, however many exercises I just gave you, but the real focus is on the shoulder, front and back, moving the scapula, strengthening the front, okay? Internally rotating so that we can control this joint capsule and feel better about our range of motion. All right, that is your workout for your upper body. I hope that this helps you out in the long run. If you have questions, just reach out and I will help you out. Have a good one.